I would beeline towards those people and I would be killing them with a knife. I would instantly try to kill those people. Not happening. Not in my game. You're force sensitive. Get out of here. Hello, YouTube! Today, we are going to be watching 7 game company decisions that backfired horribly. I bet I'm in here somewhere. Iska Studios is going under. Just kidding. I'm not in here. Okay, let's take a look. I was a shareholder for Iska Studios. No, I'm sorry. Stock's down.
It's easy to make a decision that backfires horribly, like investing all my savings in Jane's meme coin. Related, if you could all watch this video 7 or 8 times.
Did any of you guys invest in meme coins? Did anybody invest in a meme coin? I never invested in meme coins. I knew better. I knew better than to invest in a meme game. No, I haven't seen it. I meant I was going to ignore the part that we just watched to fix the volume. No, I've never invested in a meme coin. My brother did Bitcoin mining. I tried to do Bitcoin mining back in the day. I tried, but I couldn't figure it out. Also, my GPU wasn't good enough, so I gave up on that pretty quickly.
In a row, that would really help me out, thanks. But while my Jane coin woes are bad,
they're
not nearly as bad as the situations certain video game companies have found themselves in after making a truly calamitous and terrible decision.
I wonder, it feels like there are so many more, like, game company decisions than just 7. It feels like there are so much more decisions that game companies have made to like blow up their studios for no reason. I'm really curious. I'm gonna even know which ones he's bringing up because I know so many, like I've watched so many game companies just blow themselves up.
Top 7 Hall of Shame game company decisions
top 7. So these are the top.
And here comes Jane with another investment opportunity.
Okay, hear me out.
These are absolute.
Makes other AI apps.
Right.
You sell.
Okay.
10K.
Kind of like a pyramid scheme,
now.
Is it?
But now though.
I feel like I'm covering half his face.
Okay.
Forgive me for what I'm about to do.
Oh. Is this really a top?
Hideo Kojima's perfect game development conditions are as follows. 1, give me infinite money. 2, leave me alone forever. And 3, maybe a game comes out? I don't know, I'm on a yacht with Mads Mikkelsen.
That is true.
Obviously, this
That is true, right? That's like the Kojima thing, is that he just like goes and hangs out with famous people and you're like, oh, he's hanging out with a famous person. They're probably going to be in his next game. He's going gray. Wow, he's been at this for a while, huh?
is very good for Hideo Kojima. Less so for the video game publisher Konami, who were the ones actually footing the bill for all the hanging out with Guillermo del Toro. Those conditions led to a massive falling out that ended up with Kojima leaving Konami in October 2015 after a messy year-long breakup.
Wait, but so if Konami was paying for all those outings with all those famous people, how is he still doing them? Because he's still doing them to this day, right? Like he's still hanging out with famous people whenever he wants to.
Around the same time, Konami shipped Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain, which was
Is it his own company funding it now?
Of Kojima's departure. It ends on a cliffhanger ending that'll never be resolved, but you know, it's fine.
Goodbye, father. I don't need you anymore.
Oh.
In any case, MGS5.
This is where I have to admit that I don't know anything at all about Metal Gear. I know next to nothing about Metal Gear. One of the only things that I know is that they talk over comms and some of those conversations are funny. And I know that there's a guy named Raiden who has a nice butt. And that's about it. That is my entire knowledge of the Metal Gear series.
5 sold well, becoming the best-selling entry in the franchise and shifting over 10 million copies. But Konami was keen to recoup even more of that Mads Mikkelsen money, and so they made the foolhardy decision to take the Metal Gear Solid 5 engine and develop a new Metal Gear game without Kojima's involvement, to be titled Metal Gear Survive.
Welcome to DJ, the world beyond the wormholes. It exists in a dimension separate from your own.
Metal Gear Survive turned out to be a weak imitation of a Metal Gear game that felt like a rip-off of itself. Even the premise reads like fan fiction. Set in an alternate universe, your player-created character has been sent through a wormhole, along with other soldiers and the remains of Mother Base, to a post-apocalyptic world.
So is this like, okay, so is this like, because there is another issue where, do you guys know what happened between Harvest Moon and the Story of Seasons series? It feels kind of similar, where they basically, they took the Harvest Moon franchise and like essentially bastardized it and like turned it into like what it's not, because the story of season games are like so much more involved and stuff, but they lost the rights to call it Harvest Moon anymore. And like nobody knows that. So it's like a whole thing where it's like they split off from the company. Was that also Konami? Is Harvest Moon Konami? I'm actually not positive. But anyway, is that kind of similar where they just like took the Metal Gear series from Kojima because it's like their IP and they just made like a horrible AU copy of it that doesn't understand the heart of the original series?
We have to set
because that's kind of what it feels like is happening here.
Weird crystallized zombies. At least my fanfic has Mads Mikkelsen in it. It was, to put it mildly, a disaster. Everyone hated it, no one bought it, and all it did do was garner sympathy for Kojima, who was well on his way to making his next game,
Kojima now.
Death Stranding. It had been Konami's chance to
prove
that they were a publisher with more than one Kojima-shaped string to their bow, but instead, they attempted to milk his legacy for all it was worth, and with Metal Gear Survive, they paid the reputational price for it. That being said, it appears Konami aren't particularly discouraged, as they're still...
What were they doing to that dog? Was that a dog? I actually thought it was a sheep. Was that not a sheep that they were hanging up, stringing up?
Churning out remakes and Metal Gear pachinko machines, which maybe they think is the same.
I'd rather play Fallout 76 at launch than this. Tragic. Oh man. Also, you guys know the death knell of a series is when they start making pachinko machines. When they start making only pachinko machines for a series, that's how you know it's never getting anything else ever again. That is like the nail in the coffin. That is like, that's how you know. That is how you know.
Thing is releasing new Metal Gear games.
Yeah. Right. Metal Gear is dead. That's kind of sad.
Guess what, Konami? It isn't.
Hello, BlizzCon!
I feel like I remember this one. I'm not like a Diablo fan, but I do think I remember the backlash on this one.
BlizzCon, we love Diablo.
For extreme individuals who love to live dangerously, the top 3
I don't have a
risky
phone.
activities go: climbing the Taipei 101 without ropes, being Tom Cruise in a Mission Impossible, and telling a convention center full of PC gamers that you're making them a mobile game. The Diablo developers at Blizzard Entertainment chose the third option at their BlizzCon 2018 convention, where thousands of fans had gathered in the hopes of being in the room for the merest tease of the then unannounced Diablo 4 or anything of equivalent value for die-hard Diablo stands.
We love the way Diablo has brought millions of players around the world together to slay demons.
Diablo 4 was years away at the time, and there were no more Diablo 3 expansions in the pipeline. So what Blizzard decided to do instead was reveal something called Diablo Immortal, which was a game for mobile phones.
Right.
So we knew we want to use mobile devices as the platform for a new Diablo game.
Developed in partnership.
Yeah, I remember this. This was super tragic. They had the Diablo 4 trailer ready and they pulled it last second and replaced it with this. I guess that honestly makes a little bit more sense, right? They had to fill the space with something, I guess. But that was not the move. Who wants to play Diablo on their phone?
With mobile game specialist NetEase. Did it have microtransactions?
Ooh.
Does Lilith drop Resplendent Spark? Yes, is the answer.
Ooh.
A freemium mobile game was a completely different and inadequate proposition for the assembled crowd, and accordingly the reception was colder than a well-digger's derriere.
Yeah.
Shout out to this guy in particular.
Oh, the booing. Diablo 4 ended up being mid anyway. Well, this didn't set it off on a very good foot, I think.
In the later Q&A.
Is this an out-of-season April Fool's joke?
Imagine if they'd said yes in November. What a gag. The poorly judged decision to make Diablo Immortal a BlizzCon centerpiece was preceded by a poorly judged blog post posted just prior to the event, which intended to manage expectations about the lack of Diablo 4 announcement, but being ambiguously worded, left many attendees feeling like the Immortal reveal was a bait and switch. If we're talking about poorly
It does feel like they probably should not have mentioned anything at all, and they should not have even teased this as being like Diablo related or whatever.
Judge decisions, though, nothing beats this from principal designer Wyatt Cheng after getting booed for saying Diablo Immortal wouldn't go to PC.
Do you guys not have phones?
Yeah, you guys all have phones, right?
You can play on your tablet too.
They weren't angry.
You can't ask people that. You can't be like, what, are you guys too poor to have a gaming phone and a gaming computer? What the heck? You don't have phones? You don't have like a phone? You all have phones? Come on, everyone's got a phone. You've at least got a tablet, right? Yeah, do you guys not have phones was truly a legendary L.
They were just disappointed and very, very angry. All in all, this botched first outing for Diablo Immortal backfired in a big way, to the tune of tens of millions of dollars when, immediately after the announcement, Activision Blizzard's stock fell 7%. If they had literally walked on stage and said Diablo 4 is a thing that will eventually happen, I reckon they could have saved at least $8 million. When Diablo Immortal finally launched in 2022, fans weren't much better disposed towards it, and it became the lowest user-rated game on Metacritic, with reviewers decrying shady pay-to-win practices. Even so, a large number of
Blizzard with the $2 signs is crazy.
Diablo newbies did get into the game with 8.5 million downloads in its first 2 weeks, and Immortal became Blizzard's second most lucrative mobile game after Hearthstone.
Blizzard.
Still, we'll all remember the time in 2018 that the reveal trailer got disliked into oblivion on YouTube. To this day, it has over 6 million views and only 34,000 likes.
Yeah, that
on
tracks.
account of how since then YouTube has stopped showing dislikes. I mean, 34,000.
Do you guys think YouTube showing dislikes or not showing dislikes anymore was a mistake, or has that like helped? I'm curious what you guys think, because I know whenever I get a dislike on one of my videos, it like it cuts it cuts deep. So it's like creators still see it. I can see all the dislikes on my videos. I can see the rate of likes and dislikes, but you guys can't see them. I guess it's like obfuscating, I guess. It's like unnecessarily obfuscating, but I guess like I would be embarrassed. No, please don't dislike this video. Please. If you're watching this video, please don't dislike it. Maybe you could like and subscribe instead. For things like this, it helps to know, yeah. I do agree. I do prefer to see like the general community sentiment, because I do know there are those like dislike counters or whatever, like the extensions you can use to show YouTube dislikes, but they're usually off. Like they're usually incorrect in a way that is overblown. Like they usually show more dislikes than the video actually has, because I know creators have like shown it. It was based off a mental health study of social media users. Yeah, but I can still see all the dislikes on my own videos. I can see all the dislikes. So it's not helping my mental health any, but I guess it's kind of nice that like if I get like 5 dislikes on a video, I guess it is kind of nice that everyone can't see that 5 people disliked my video.
1,000 likes? We could do that, Penny. Wherever the button is.
Oh, she wants us to like her video too. Uh-oh. Oh, I do think showing dislikes over a certain threshold might be a good way of like solving the problem, I guess. Like they're not going to show you that 5 people punched me in the face, but they will show that like 10,000 people said boo to like a big company.
Star Wars is your classic story of good triumphing over evil, where you can tell who will win eventually by how pure their heart is, or failing that, the color of their lightsaber. However, in EA and DICE's Star Wars Battlefront 2, released in 2017, there was a different way to tell who would win, and that was by seeing who had spent the most money on premium loot boxes. Now, if you're an unfeeling business robot from EA, this makes sense, and there are tons of ways you can justify this kind of pay-to-win mechanic to yourself.
People are busy and they don't have the time to play as much Battlefront 2 as they need to stay competitive.
It's not compulsory, and if you're good enough at the game, it won't matter that other people can pay to acquire rare, high-level star cards immediately, which provide
really
a 30
bad.
to 40% increase in stats over the base abilities.
I like money and need a third home to store my jet skis in.
That is true. CEOs need money too. That's true. CEOs need money too.
I could go on. However, these decisions around monetization.
I also feel like it's never really like the people who will pay to win are the people who probably would have grinded stuff anyway because they're the people who are the most dedicated to the game. Like I feel like a more casual player will not be buying the pay to win stuff, but somebody who is going to grind all the best stuff anyway is just gonna buy it and immediately be better than everybody else already, you know? That's what I think, but I'm not positive if that I just kind of made that up. But that's how I feel it usually goes. Like the more like casual someone plays a game, the less money they will spend on it. You know?
Were bad, actually, and fans were outraged that a $60 video game was also charging players to stay competitive when playing.
Oh, I didn't even realize that this game also cost money to play in the first place.
Online. As a result, incensed fans started a massive viral petition with over 200,000 signatures demanding Disney strip EA of the Star Wars license and give it to someone who,
it's wailing.
Well, wouldn't do that. EA eventually fixed Battlefront 2's progression system and removed the pay-to-win elements, but the reputational damage was already done, and a year later, EA announced that it was abandoning support for the game, leaving the few loyal fans who'd actually stuck around furious all over again.
Sector is clear.
Yikes.
And while it's impossible to know what impact the petition had, the exclusive deal that Disney signed with EA in 2013, which prevented other developers from making Star Wars games, was supposed to run until 2023, but ended up being broken 2 years early in 2021, allowing other companies like Ubisoft and Lucasfilm Games to begin developing new Star Wars projects.
Wow.
So once again, good triumphs. I mean,
I guess in theory, but it still feels a lot like corporate greed is starting to win. I guess letting everyone else make games is probably a good thing, though. Has there been like a good Star Wars game that came out? I know there was that one game, Star Wars game series that I think was pretty good. Did the sequel for that come out yet? I heard that was good. I'm trying to remember what it was called. I can't. It was the guy Cal. Cal is the protagonist or something, and he like fights a lot of women. I don't really know anything about Star Wars games, but I do think that was one of them. Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, was that Jedi Fallen Order? I thought that's what it was. Yeah, Fallen Order and Jedi. Yeah, Jedi Survivor. Yeah. I heard those were decent. So I guess we got like some decent Star Wars content out of that, but yikes.
I say good. 7 out of 10, I think, is fair for most of them. Solid.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Xbox One.
The 7th console generation was won pretty handily by the Nintendo Wii, which shifted over 100 million units and inspired more awkward family games of bowling than the dead period between Christmas and New Year's.
Oh no.
However, for what you might consider the hardcore console gaming community, it's generally...
Wait, I have another poll. Did you guys have an Xbox One or did you have a Nintendo Wii? Which console did you pick? If you only had to have one. I mean, I was only allowed to have one, so we had a Nintendo Wii. Neither. What, did you have a PlayStation? Go away, PlayStation users. This is between the Wii and the One, all right? Neither. I was too poor. Oh no. I had all three. Get out of here. Get out of here, rich kids. A PC and a PS4? You mean PS3, right? Was it PS3 at the time? Yeah, PS3. I spent way more time on the 360 or the PS2 than the Wii. Well, I didn't play the Wii all that much, but I kind of liked it for Wii Sports. Listen, Wii Sports was kind of unmatched. They were right. Wii Sports was like an unmatched game. Wii Sports Ping Pong was one of the best games of all time. The best game of all time.
accepted that the Xbox 360 won the
I was
hearts
always
and
a
minds of
PC gamer
gamers,
mostly,
thanks
though.
to its early launch, strong library, and online service. So you'd have to make some pretty catastrophically stupid decisions to blow a lead like that going into the next generation, right? Right? Right. So here's Microsoft's 2013 E3 conference featuring former Xbox CEO Don Mattrick.
I spent my entire career in interactive entertainment, and I've never been more excited than I am today.
This presentation
He looks
is generally
excited.
considered a disaster, as it quickly became apparent that this $500 console was also going to require a mandatory $100 Kinect camera, would need to be constantly connected to the internet so that Microsoft could check in on you, and in an incredible end goal included...
What are they thinking with that one? What's the point of requiring a Kinect?
strict, unpopular DRM-heavy restrictions on Xbox One used games, requiring disc-based games to be tied to a single account and limiting trading to authorized retailers, something Sony was quick to jump on for easy internet points.
PlayStation 4 won't impose any new restrictions on the use of PS4 games.
Sony kind of mocked them here. All the constant cheering. He's just waiting for them. He knows exactly what he's doing. Back when Sony knew what they were doing.
Also, the presentation's focus was heavily on TV, sports, and
boy,
Call of Duty.
Madden.
So much so.
Okay, who actually play? Okay, I actually can't say who actually plays Madden because I think the Madden games are some of like the most bought games of all times, right? That's always like, I remember, not to be like, you know, normies, but I feel like the average guy, like whenever I'm at like a family function and like my sisters and my cousins like partners are talking, it feels like they're always talking about Madden. And I just don't understand the appeal. I'm not like a sports person, but it feels like my brothers all play it. A Madden game for every year. Sports game, people play it and seemingly know their games. Yeah, it's so confusing to me that people will just like buy consoles just to play Madden. I don't understand. I mean, they're not gamers. Yeah, I feel like they're definitely not gamers, but I don't understand. It's the male equivalent of The Sims. So real. It is the male equivalent of The Sims. There's always just like a bunch of drunk frat guys playing Madden. True. It's Genshin for boyfriends.
So that it became an instant internet meme.
TV, watch TV, TV remote, TV experience,
Whoa.
TV, sports TV. Anybody?
As a result of these poor
Sports
decisions,
TV?
the Xbox
Anybody?
One shot itself in the foot.
Anyone sports? Anyone TV? Raise your hand. Press 1 in chat. Sports TV. Sports or TV? 1. Sports 1. TV 2.
Right out of the starting gate, if you'll allow me to mix my metaphors, allowing the PS4 to gallop past it and use its gun to shoot the Xbox One a couple more times for good measure on the way past. They're horses with guns in this metaphor, I think. I'll work on it.
Journey to the planet Mustafar. Hunt for relics of the old Republic and inherit their untold power. Face the most deadly droid army. Confront the ultimate evil. And choose your side.
World of Warcraft is responsible for many things. The mainstreaming of the
Power.
MMORPG,
I like
12
power.
million subscribers in 2010, my lifelong fear of this sound. But the successful launch of WoW back in
I have to also admit that I have never played World of Warcraft. I played World of Warcraft Classic once, and I did not touch it ever again. I know absolutely nothing about World of Warcraft. This is going to totally go over my head.
in 2004 was also behind the unfortunate decision from LucasArts and Sony Online Entertainment to radically overhaul Star Wars Galaxies, which in turn
It was
alienated
Star
its
Wars.
player base and precipitated its decline into obscurity. Warcraft giveth and Warcraft taketh away. When it first came out in 2003, Star Wars Galaxies was the first proper Star Wars MMORPG, a freeform sandboxy MMO.
I feel like I played this. It looks really familiar. Was this on PC?
set during the original trilogy, specifically between A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back. Rather than the kind of numbered leveling system we've come to expect of MMOs today, Galaxies had a deep profession system with dozens of different professions in which you could multi-class. Professions like pilot, smuggler, dancer, politician, or chef.
Whoa! Ayo! Check out those polygons!
If you never played Star Wars Galaxies and your Star Wars fantasy is being a dancing chef with a side hustle in smuggling, I've got some bad news for you.
This is the reason that Final Fantasy XIV Evercold is going to have evolved and reborn jobs.
About what happened to Star Wars Galaxies. After the instant blockbuster success of World of Warcraft, the higher-ups at Star Wars Galaxies decided that actually what they'd like is to have a World of Warcraft.
The game wouldn't allow you to be a Jedi. Only like 1 in 1,000 characters would be Force sensitive. Wow. If you ever wore a lightsaber, everybody would murder you for it instantly. That kind of sounds fun, though. Like, it sounds like I would be one of the people super jealous and killing all of the people who got, like, Force-sensitive characters. I would 100% be killing them. Yeah, that is saying you're, like, the only warrior of light in Final Fantasy XIV. I would beeline towards those people and I would be killing them with a knife. I would instantly try to kill those people. Not happening. Not in my game. You're Force sensitive? Get out of here. I'm killing you. Only I get to be a Sith. You don't get to be a Jedi or a Sith. Only me. Get out of here.
Which gave rise to the now infamous November 2005 update known as NGE, or New Game Enhancements. In an effort to make Galaxies palatable to Warcraft-likers, NGE stripped out or simplified unique features from the original game, most notably replacing the role-play encouraging profession system with a class-based system of looting and leveling. Overnight, 34 professions became 9 archetype-based classes, one of which was Jedi. Thus, suddenly there were Jedis all over the shop, no longer rare or special. And lest we forget, the game is set between a new...
Well, I mean, I guess I get why. I did just kind of say that I would probably be, like, go into a jealous rage and kill all of the Jedi if I could. So, like, I kind of understand that. Like, it's a cool mechanic, but, like, it would make me mad.
New Hope and Empire, when the Jedis are meant to be basically extinct, not queuing 3 deep at the bar at your local cantina. So the NGE backfired harder than the Millennium Falcon with a faulty spark plug. After a first wave of protests, the game makers had to offer refunds for Trials of Obi-Wan, the expansion that dropped 2 days before the NGE reveal, to anyone.
I don't really understand removing the rest of the classes, though. It does feel like removing content is something that usually shouldn't happen.
Who asked?
Join hundreds of thousands of players in the next chapter of the online Star Wars universe, unlike anything you've seen in the galaxy.
Then, in the months that followed, concurrent players and subscriber numbers dropped off as disillusioned players bailed out, followed by yet more players as the community that any MMO is built on fell apart. Numbers around the decline are hard to come by, but Star Wars Galaxies went quietly into that good night when the servers were shut down for good in 2011, never having become World of Star Warcraft as intended. Although, if you did want to try the game as it was prior to NGE, there are private community-run emulators where you can play OG Star Wars Galaxies and live your dance.
Was there another Star Wars MMO? Was that the only Star Wars MMO? Because I feel like I don't think I played this one, but I do remember a Star Wars MMO. The Old Republic. Oh, yes, okay. The one everyone hated. I do. I'm remembering the Old Republic. Yeah, that's the one that I played. I never played this one.
Dancing Chef Smuggler Fantasy.
Don't understand joke.
The early 90s were a heady time of pumpable
the early
sneakers
90s?
and fresh Princes of Bel-Air, where no one knew what an Elon Musk was, and Sega made some of the most popular video game consoles in the world. Yes, Sega.
Sega?
The guys who make Yakuza. I know. After Sega's smash hit Mega Drive console, known in the more biblically inclined United States of America as the Sega Genesis, everyone was waiting with bated breath for their follow-up, the Sega Saturn. Only for it to get bodied out of absolutely nowhere by our old friend, the Sony PlayStation, who was at the time a new friend, but you get my point. But it was far from just the birth of PlayStation that did for the success.
These were crazy ads from the 90s. The 90s ads truly were unmatched. Like, advertisements now they can't like hold a candle to 90s advertisements. 90s advertisements were so unhinged.
To the Sega Saturn, we can also blame a series of disastrous decisions leading up to the Saturn's catastrophic launch.
Sega's next-generation gaming platform, revolutionary sports and arcade gameplay, all with amazing new 3D experiences never before possible on home game systems.
It was originally announced that the Saturn would launch on Saturday.
What is this dancing guy? What is he doing for the Sega Saturn? You know, like what were they thinking in the marketing? Were they just like, oh, if we show a guy dancing next to the Sega Saturn playing on a TV, people will think it's super fun and they'll want to get up and dance and play video game while also getting up and dancing. Like what? I just like want to know what the thought process was behind that.
September 2nd, 1995, which Sega dubbed Saturn Day. And yet, despite this excellent wordplay, no one went with Whedon's Day, or Maystation 3, or Nintendo Switch Tuesday. I could do this all day. However, in one decidedly poor decision, Sega decided to bin off the Saturn Day launch entirely, and during the E3 trade conference in June 1995, Sega announced that, surprise, the Saturn was available right now, exclusively in 4 selected retailers. Go! Run!
We started our rollout of Sega Saturn yesterday. We're at retail today in 1,800 Toys R Us, software, etc., and electronics.
This is like, I've been watching too much analog horror lately. This video is like giving me anxiety watching. I'm getting like scared. I've been mentally conditioned to be afraid of like old style videos now.
Stores around the U.S.
Freddy Fazbear is gonna pop out from the curtains and go blah at this camera.
In Canada.
This came as an unpleasant surprise to all the other retailers, as well as the people actually making Sega Saturn games, which meant the Saturn launched to
the haunted videotape of a company as it is killed.
very little fanfare and only 6 games, one of which was Clockwork Knight. Remember Clockwork Knight?
Wow. Wow.
Exactly. No, you don't. The Saturn also cost $399, a fact that Sony exploited with their own E3 1995 conference, which was just their American president Steve Race walking on stage, saying $299, and then walking off again with the confidence of someone who knows that his work here is done.
$299.
Wait, based!
Also done.
Based! That's crazy aura. Sony does not have aura like that nowadays. They have like the opposite of that kind of aura. They can literally never. They just keep raising the prices instead. That's crazy.
The Sega Saturn. The weird, muted early release, the higher price, and the lack of a good 3D Sonic game all helped torpedo the Saturn, which was a shame as it did have some great games, eventually, including Nights into Dreams, Virtua Fighter, and Panzer Dragoon. Remember Panzer Dragoon?
No.
Exactly. No, you don't.
Atari?
E.T. the Extraterrestrial is certainly the most acclaimed and successful film ever made, in which one of the main characters is a croaky brown.
Game companies have been messing up for a very long time now. Also, were any of you afraid of E.T. when you were younger? I couldn't watch the E.T. movies because he scared me so bad. I could not watch the E.T. movies because I was terrified of him. I felt nothing towards him. He was not like a cute little guy. He was horrible and evil. And like the way old animatronics moved around freaked me out and I just couldn't watch it. I used to go to, do you guys remember the E.T. ride? The E.T. ride? The alien ride? It was at Universal or something. The E.T. ride? That was like a horror. That was a horror ride. Thank you for the follow. That was like a horror ride. That was a terrifying ride. And like the lead up to that ride was like you were in like a dark, spooky forest. I remember my mom loved that ride, so I would always go on it with her when I was like a little child. But like I was so scared the whole time. The creepy forest, and it's making like spooky forest noises, and then you get on the ride and you're in like an evil alien dying world, and like a car comes out and runs at you, and it almost hits you on your stupid little bike, and then ET is in your stupid little bike, and he's in there and he pops out of the basket. It's so scary. It's a scary ride. It was a scary ride. I haven't been on it since I was a child, and I think it's gone now, but it was, trust me, scary ride.
Tortoise monster. But something that was neither acclaimed nor successful was E.T.'s first foray into video games. And not just because the game was bad.
What?
Although it was
Is that
bad.
supposed to be E.T.?
This footage you're looking at now, which looks like a fax machine having some kind of medical episode, is 1982's E.T. the Extraterrestrial for the Atari 2600. E.T. the movie was a huge hit that summer, and as a result, Atari made the understandable decision to go all in, trying to get the license to make a video game based on it.
Mom's making me go to the alien forest again.
Several months and $25 million in licensing fees later, they acquired that license, but then only had 5 weeks in which to actually develop the game in order to meet the deadline to get it into stores for Christmas. So they did what any developer in a tight spot would do.
Rush.
Made one guy do it all on his own. The result when the game launched, as you can probably imagine,
I feel like for an Atari game built in 5 weeks by one guy, it's kind of impressive, right? I mean, as a company, it was a horrible decision to do that. But like for being built in 5 weeks by one guy, kind of good.
was not what you would
like
call
an effort.
a good game. Or even really a game, seeing as all you did was walk this vaguely ET-shaped thing around, falling into holes over and over again, hoping to find vaguely telephone-shaped things, like didn't happen in the movie.
Right, because you right, he's walking around trying to find phones so that he can phone home using a phone.
The game was a sales disaster, which was a problem for Atari, who had banked on it selling 5 million copies on the strength of the ET license alone. When those sales failed to
I like this ET better. I'm like endeared to this little guy. I'm endeared to this little green guy instead of the ET from the movie.
materialize, it kicked off the subsequent video game crash that almost destroyed the industry. Atari reported a $536 million loss in 1983, which basically killed off the Atari 2600 as a home console. It also famously led to Atari, trying to dump unsold inventory and disguise financial losses, having to encase millions of video game cartridges in concrete and bury them in the New Mexico desert.
We found an intact E.T. the video game.
Honestly, I think if they'd done that to E.T. in the actual movie, I would have enjoyed it more.
Oh, he's so scary here. Never mind.
I mean, I don't see why it failed. It looked great to me.
No!
Hot gameplay, a cool character that we can all relate to, that little slimy brown tortoise monster. I mean, make your mind up, people. What do you want? You love E.T. in the movie, you hate him in the video game.
No,
it's
no,
impossible
opposite.
to read you people.
Opposite.
Anyway, who wants to watch one of these videos? I think you should. This one up here is like E.T.
Oh, no, opposite. I prefer E.T., the little green level 1 goblin from the video game versus the E.T. in the movie. I'm picking the level 1 green goblin from the video game. Unless it's like the guy from the title screen, because that was really scary and I didn't like it at all. They moe blobified E.T. for the game? True, they made him a moe blob. But he's kind of moe. He is. He's moe in the game. Oh, that's not. Oh, not this though. We don't like him. 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 Anyway, as always, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye. Let him haunt your dreams. He's gonna haunt mine. He does not seem friendly. He's evil.